Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Unreal English. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sarah. We're so happy you're here with us today.
On this channel, we help you learn natural, conversational English through real dialogues. If you're new here, welcome. We're so glad you found us.
And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for your continued support. You're the reason we keep creating these videos.
Before we start today's conversation, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our new content.
And if you find this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up. It's a small action that makes a huge difference in helping us reach more English learners.
Absolutely. Today, we're going to talk about something that can really change your life. We're discussing positive thinking.
This is such an uplifting topic because our mindset affects everything: our relationships, our success, our happiness, and even our health.
Exactly. And knowing how to talk about attitudes, perspectives, and optimism in English will help you have deeper, more meaningful conversations.
So just listen to how we discuss this topic naturally. You'll hear expressions for describing mindsets, encouraging others, and talking about mental attitudes.
So, Sarah, I've noticed you always seem so positive and upbeat. What's your secret? How do you stay so optimistic?
That's sweet of you to say. Honestly, I work at it. Positive thinking doesn't come naturally to everyone. It's something you can develop.
Really? I always thought people were either optimists or pessimists by nature.
There's definitely some natural temperament involved, but I believe you can train your brain to think more positively.
How do you do that? I tend to be more of a glass half-empty person myself.
Well, the classic glass question: are you a glass half full or glass half empty person?
Definitely half-empty. I always focus on what's missing or what could go wrong.
That's pretty common. Our brains are actually wired to notice negative things more than positive ones. It's a survival mechanism.
So being negative is natural?
In a way, yes. Our ancestors needed to focus on threats to survive. But in modern life, that negativity bias isn't always helpful.
Interesting. So how do you overcome it?
One strategy I use is gratitude. Every morning, I think of 3 things I'm grateful for.
Does that actually work, or is it just feel-good nonsense?
I was skeptical too at first, but it genuinely shifts your perspective. When you actively look for good things, you start noticing them more.
So it retrains your brain to focus on the positive.
Exactly. Your brain starts to automatically notice good things instead of just problems.
That's fascinating. What else do you do?
I try to reframe negative situations. When something bad happens, I ask myself, what can I learn from this? Or how could this be a blessing in disguise?
A blessing in disguise. That's when something seems bad but turns out to be good, right?
Exactly. Like getting rejected from a job you wanted, but then finding an even better opportunity.
I guess that makes sense, but isn't that just denying reality? Sometimes things are genuinely bad.
That's a great question. Positive thinking isn't about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect.
What is it then?
It's about choosing where to focus your attention. Yes, acknowledge the problem, but don't dwell on it. Focus on solutions instead.
So it's more about being solution-focused than problem-focused.
Exactly. Pessimists see problems and get stuck there. Optimists see problems but immediately start thinking about solutions.
That's a really helpful distinction. I never thought about it that way.
And here's the thing: worrying about problems doesn't solve them. Action does.
True. Worrying is like rocking in a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but doesn't get you anywhere.
I love that analogy. That's exactly right.
So you're saying positive thinking is more practical than I thought. It's not just being naively cheerful.
Right. Authentic positive thinking is grounded in reality, but chooses to be hopeful for the future.
How do you stay hopeful when things are genuinely difficult, though?
That's when it's hardest, for sure. I try to remember that this too shall pass. Nothing lasts forever, good or bad.
That's a comforting thought. Difficult times are temporary.
Exactly. And often our darkest moments lead to our greatest growth.
Do you really believe that, or is it just something people say?
I genuinely believe it. Every major setback I've experienced has taught me something valuable or led me in a better direction.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. A few years ago, I got laid off from a job I loved. I was devastated at first.
That must have been really hard.
It was. I felt like a failure. But that experience forced me to reevaluate what I really wanted in my career.
And did you figure it out?
I did. I realized I'd been staying in my comfort zone. Getting laid off pushed me to take risks and pursue opportunities I'd been too scared to try before.
So it really was a blessing in disguise.
Absolutely. If I hadn't lost that job, I'd probably still be playing it safe and wondering, what if?
That's inspiring. But what if things hadn't worked out? What if you'd failed at the new opportunities?
Then I would have learned from that too. See, that's the thing about positive thinking. You can't lose.
How so?
If things work out, great. If they don't, you learn and grow. Either way, you're moving forward.
I never thought about it that way. So it's like you're setting yourself up to win no matter what.
Exactly. When you have a growth mindset, every experience is valuable.
A growth mindset. What's that exactly?
It's the belief that you can develop your abilities through effort and learning. The opposite is a fixed mindset.
So a fixed mindset would be thinking, I'm just not good at this and never will be.
Exactly. A growth mindset says, I'm not good at this yet, but I can improve with practice.
That one word, yet, makes such a big difference.
It really does. It changes a statement of defeat into a statement of possibility.
I need to start using that word more. What other language shifts help with positive thinking?
Instead of saying, I have to, say, I get to. It changes obligation into opportunity.
Like instead of I have to go to work, say I get to go to work.
Yes, it reminds you that having a job is a privilege, not just a burden.
That's clever. What else?
Replace I can't with I can't yet or how could I? It opens your mind to possibilities.
These are great. Are there other mental tricks for staying positive?
Visualization helps a lot. I spend time imagining my goals as if they've already happened.
Does that actually work, or is it just wishful thinking?
Research shows that visualization activates the same brain areas as actually doing the thing. It prepares you for success.
So you're basically practicing success in your mind.
Exactly. Athletes use this technique all the time. They visualize perfect performance before competitions.
That's cool. What about dealing with negative people? How do you stay positive around pessimists?
That's tough. You can't control others, but you can control your response to them.
What do you mean?
I try to have compassion. Usually people are negative because they're hurting or afraid.
So you don't let their negativity bring you down?
I try not to. I can acknowledge their feelings without absorbing their negativity.
How do you do that in practice?
I might say something like, I understand why you feel that way, without agreeing with their negative outlook.
So you validate their feelings, but don't adopt their perspective.
Exactly. And sometimes I gently challenge them. I see why that's hard, but is there any positive aspect?
Does that work?
Sometimes. Not always. But even if they don't change, it helps me maintain my own positive perspective.
What if someone accuses you of being unrealistically positive? Like they say you're wearing rose-colored glasses.
That happens. I explain that I'm not ignoring problems. I'm just choosing to focus on solutions.
Rose-colored glasses. That means seeing things as better than they really are, right?
Yes, it means having an unrealistically optimistic view. But true positive thinking isn't unrealistic.
What's the difference?
Unrealistic optimism ignores facts. Realistic optimism acknowledges facts but remains hopeful about handling them.
So you can be positive without being delusional.
Absolutely. It's about being hopeful, not blind.
That makes sense. What about when you're having a really bad day? How do you turn it around?
I have a few strategies. First, I ask myself, will this matter in 5 years?
And usually it won't.
Usually not. It helps put things in perspective. Most daily frustrations are temporary and minor.
What else helps?
I do something kind for someone else. Helping others takes your mind off your own problems and boosts your mood.
Why does that work?
It reminds you that you have something to offer, and it creates positive feelings. It's hard to stay in a bad mood when you're making someone else's day better.
That's beautiful. What about physical things? Does exercise help your mood?
Definitely. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. Even a short walk can shift your perspective.
So physical and mental health are connected.
Very much so. Your body and mind influence each other constantly.
What about affirmations? Do you use those?
I do, though I was skeptical at first. Saying positive statements to yourself can actually rewire your brain over time.
Like, I'm confident and capable.
Exactly. The key is to make them believable. If you don't believe it at all, your brain rejects it.
So you need to find affirmations that feel possible even if not true yet.
Right. Instead of I'm the best, which might feel fake, try I'm getting better every day.
That feels more authentic. Do you say them out loud?
Sometimes. There's something powerful about hearing yourself say positive things. It makes them feel more real.
Interesting. What about dealing with failure? How do you stay positive after failing at something?
I try to remember that failure is feedback, not a reflection of my worth.
Failure is feedback. I like that.
Every successful person has failed many times. The difference is they didn't give up.
So failure is just part of the process.
Exactly. Thomas Edison said he didn't fail, he just found 10,000 ways that didn't work.
That's such a great perspective shift.
Right? Instead of I failed, think I learned what doesn't work.
That takes so much pressure off. What about perfectionism? Does positive thinking help with that?
Actually, yes. Perfectionism often comes from fear and negative thinking.
How so?
Perfectionists are often afraid of criticism or failure, so they set impossibly high standards.
And positive thinking helps how?
It helps you accept that good enough is often actually good enough. You don't have to be perfect to have value.
That's freeing. I struggle with perfectionism a lot.
Many people do. Try reminding yourself that done is better than perfect.
Done is better than perfect. I need to remember that.
And mistakes are opportunities to learn, not evidence of inadequacy.
You're really good at these perspective shifts.
Practice. I've been working on this for years.
Can positive thinking help with anxiety?
It can definitely help. Anxiety often comes from focusing on worst-case scenarios.
And positive thinking changes that focus.
Right. Instead of, what if everything goes wrong, ask, what if everything goes right?
But shouldn't you prepare for things going wrong?
There's a difference between preparing and worrying. Prepare for challenges, but don't obsess over them.
So make a backup plan, then focus on the positive outcome.
Exactly. Do what you can to prepare, then trust that you'll handle whatever comes.
That requires a lot of self-trust.
It does. And that's something else positive thinking builds. Confidence in your ability to handle life.
How do you build that confidence?
Remind yourself of past challenges you've overcome. You've survived 100% of your worst days so far.
That's true. I never thought about it that way.
You're more resilient than you give yourself credit for.
This conversation is really changing how I think about things.
That's wonderful. Even small shifts in perspective can make a big difference.
What's one thing I could do today to start thinking more positively?
Tonight, before bed, write down 3 good things that happened today. They can be small.
Like what?
I had a good cup of coffee, someone smiled at me, I learned something new in this conversation.
So just noticing the good things?
Exactly. Over time, your brain will start automatically noticing more positive things.
I'm going to try that. What else should beginners know about positive thinking?
Be patient with yourself. Changing thought patterns takes time. You won't become an optimist overnight.
So it's a gradual process.
Yes, and there will be setbacks. Some days will be harder than others, and that's okay.
It's not about being positive 100% of the time.
Right. It's about trending in a positive direction overall. Progress, not perfection.
There's that phrase again. This has been such a helpful conversation, Sarah.
I'm so glad. Positive thinking has honestly transformed my life.
I can tell. Your whole energy is different from people who are constantly negative.
Thank you. And remember, it's a skill anyone can develop.
I'm definitely going to work on it. Well, let's do our vocabulary review.
Let's review 10 useful words and phrases for talking about positive thinking and mindset.
Number 1. Upbeat. This adjective means cheerful and optimistic. You always seem so upbeat means you appear positive and energetic.
Number 2, glass half empty versus glass half full. These phrases describe pessimistic versus optimistic perspectives. A glass half empty person focuses on what's lacking. Glass half full focuses on what's there.
Number 3, gratitude. This noun means the quality of being thankful and appreciative. Practicing gratitude means actively noticing and appreciating good things in your life.
Number 4, blessing in disguise. This idiom describes something that seems bad at first, but turns out to be beneficial. Hidden advantages that aren't immediately obvious.
Number 5, dwell on. This phrasal verb means to think or talk about something for too long, especially something negative. Don't dwell on your mistakes means don't keep thinking about them repeatedly.
Number 6, growth mindset. This phrase describes the belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. The opposite is a fixed mindset.
Number 7, rose-colored glasses. This idiom means viewing things in an unrealistically positive way, ignoring problems or difficulties. Wearing rose-colored glasses suggests naive optimism.
Number 8, perspective. This noun means a particular way of viewing or thinking about something. Put things in perspective means to judge the relative importance of something.
Number 9, resilient. This adjective means able to recover quickly from difficulties. Someone who's resilient bounces back from setbacks and doesn't give up easily.
Number 10, mindset. This noun means an established set of attitudes or ways of thinking. Your mindset is your mental approach to life and challenges.
Those are 10 essential expressions for discussing positive thinking and mental attitudes.
So everyone, we've had such an inspiring conversation about positive thinking today.
I hope this showed you that optimism isn't just something you're born with. It's something you can develop and practice.
Now it's your turn to share. We have a question for you.
Here's our question. What helps you stay positive when things are difficult? Or what's one thing you're grateful for today? Share in the comments.
For example, when things are tough, I call my best friend. Or today, I'm grateful for my health and my family.
We read every comment, and we love creating a positive community here.
Don't forget to hit that like button if this conversation inspired you or helped you learn useful vocabulary.
And please subscribe to Unreal English and turn on notifications. We post uplifting, practical English lessons every week.
Share this video with friends who might need some positivity or who are learning English, spreading good vibes.
Remember, positive thinking isn't about ignoring problems. It's about focusing on solutions and possibilities.
Small shifts in perspective can create big changes in your life. Start small and be patient with yourself.
Keep practicing your English, keep working on your mindset, and remember that you're capable of more than you think.
We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, and remember, every day is a new opportunity to practice positive thinking.
You've got this. Stay positive, stay curious, and keep learning.